Shopping is hard, right? But I found a better way. Stitch Fix online personal styling makes it easy. I just give my stylist my size, style, and budget preferences. I order boxes when I want and how I want. No subscription required. And he sends just for me pieces, plus outfit recommendations and styling tips. I keep what works and send back the rest. It's so easy. Make style easy. Get started today at stitchfix.com/Spotify. That's stitchfix.com/Spotify.
Hey guys, I found the only gift that Dad wants this Father's Day. Goldbelly. Goldbelly ships the most iconic foods from the best restaurants across the country straight to his door for free. Let him relax and enjoy award-winning barbecue from Texas, epic deep dish pizza from Chicago, or colossal pastrami sandwiches from New York. Make Dad feel like an absolute legend this Father's Day and go to goldbelly.com to get 20% off your first order with promo code DAD. That's goldbelly.com, code DAD.
It's the sweet spot of the week, Andrew.
It sure is. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for
Eejits of the World!
With you,
Glenn and you. Andrew Maxwell.
All right.
I forgot it for a second.
That's right. You can forget things while looking at them.
Yeah.
Both in print and in face. Two of my faces and my full name. This week, ladies and gentlemen, on Eejits of the World, we have the Eejits of floods.
We got the Eejits of sporting events.
We got the Eejits of mushrooms.
We got the Eejits of body doubles. Body double.
So what we have for you, ladies and gentlemen, our first Eejit of the week.
All right, Putin's body doubles have been making themselves known, which is not what you're supposed to. It's like the one thing you're not supposed to do.
Yeah. When in body double club.
Yeah. You get kicked out of the body double circle pretty quick.
Yeah. If you're going to be the body double of a murderous dictator, don't use the word we.
No.
Right? Very much stick to I, Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, like using pronouns or something.
This is one of Putin's body doubles. Was at sort of a photo op,
and he's the drunk one. There's one that's real drunk, which is funny, and that Putin doesn't really drink. So there's just one. Every once in a while, Vlad's just in a great mood. And if you think about it, if you're like a drunk in Russia who looks like Putin and you're not Putin, you're not having a great life. You know?
I mean, in all fairness, he does look very like Vladimir Putin, but he acts nothing like Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin is sitting 1,000 feet away from you at the end of a giant golden table, planning to murder people. Right? Yeah. This Vlad is the good Vlad. He's to be seen in the street hugging. This is at official events. He's meant to be Putin. This isn't a guy this isn't a lucky-likey contest.
No.
This is a man who's meant to be Vladimir Putin.
And he looks like he is fighting the constant urge to do the Russian dance.
He so does. He really does. He does look like at any moment he's
they're all gonna go.
Cheers! That's what I don't care.
Pinching a kid's cheek way too hard.
No little scamp. 2 more years I send you to front. Some kid asked him live on TV. He goes, "Are you Vladimir Putin?" And he said, "I am for now." Oh dear. Literally anything else would have worked. It's just shh, yes, Of course not. I am for now.
Well, that's the thing, too. Maybe he's realized they can't send him to prison because everybody will be just like, yeah, I knew this was coming. Boys, it's okay. The war's over. We got him. I always hated that. Or that'd be a good way to get, like, to root out any sort of people that were against you. Send your body double to prison. Everybody's like, I hated him.
It's either a body double who is a drunk, or the even more insane possibility that this is actually what Vladimir Putin's like when he drinks. just Vlad, I shouldn't drink. I'm so stressed. Yeah, fuck it. I want to go hug children in street.
Vlad, I don't think it's a good idea. Why don't you sit at your big long table? Why don't you shut your stupid mouth?
He's what? Maybe it's more like in Russia, Vladimir Putin's are like a Santa Claus in a shopping centre. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like a kid's party. Yeah. Have you ordered the Putin? Well, it's not going to be a 5th birthday party if you don't have the Putin.
You have to have Putin at party. It's just kids, people come down on knee just going, you know that this very busy time of year, he is real, Mr. President, but he works for special Mr. President who is in the Gulag, North Pole. Real Mr. Putin. He is North Pole with the elves.
And it's just some Kazakh in a skull cap. This is the worst Putin I've ever had. That's not what his eyes look like.
Can't sit on the lap.
Come
Oh,
on.
it's the real one.
Yeah.
Shit, we got the real one. He wants children to sit on his knee.
Topical.
Yeah. But like, surely the body double, the idea of a body double, if you're a contentious world leader, right, like Vladimir Putin, isn't to outwit children who are right beside you, right? It's to give a sniper pause for thought, isn't it? Like, maybe is that it? You know what I mean? That's the point of a body double.
Yeah.
Not that he just kicks around St. Petersburg.
Well, maybe that's what he's doing, like making himself obviously the double. Cause, you know,
Don't shoot me!
Don't waste bullet. Time to fake Vlad.
I wonder how many of them there are.
I bet you he kicks the shit out of a couple of them every night when something's going especially wrong on the front. Bring me a me. I want to kick it in the balls.
Yes. Can't kick me in balls. They've shriveled and died a long time ago.
Using his weird karate on them. He's just, flood the room with me. So I will now use my martial arts and snap necks till I feel better about myself.
Yes. Why did you invade Ukraine? It wasn't me. You did it. Who is who?
Yeah,
You. It's like the Spider-Man, only bald and probably a nonce.
And then someone farts and no one knows who to blame it on.
Yes, exactly.
Putin did this.
It's like The Simpsons. I'm seeing double here. 4 Putins. What a life. How'd you get into it? How'd you become Vladimir Putin's body double?
You go to the open mic night. Work your way
You work your way in.
You know? You can't be taught. Don't go to one of the courses.
Well, the truth of the matter is I was originally Clive James's body double.
That worked right up. I got real dry.
I worked my way in. One point I was Bob Hoskins' body double.
I've done them all.
If you're short and bald, I've been your body double.
My agent's got a website. You can see all the ones I do. But I mean, the real money's in Putin doubling right now. There's really no other cause for anybody else.
No. Just walk. I wonder whether it was just one day. You're a very Putin-looking man. You're walking down the street in, Volgograd, and the car window goes, "Hello, handsome." Come in.
Yeah, he had to say that 9 times. You, Mr. Wonderful. But it cannot be me. No.
You look short and evil.
Hello?
Well, I'm very neglectful of wife and child. Get in. Come, sit down. How do you like children on your lap? Well, who knows? I would like to see. It would be a cool. It feels like it's one day, and hopefully one day soon there will be peace in Ukraine because Vladimir Putin's fucking finally dead, and we get to see that fucking awesome Netflix documentary about Vladimir Putin's body double.
But because it's Netflix, they've turned it into like a dating show.
5.
Marry a Vlad.
Vlad at first sight. 5 hot single Vlads all on a beat. Why am I doing an impression of a voiceover man of a dating show? I actually am one. Why am I? I was doing it just thinking, those guys sound... It's me in this room.
Yeah. Well, here's what they could do. They could make it 4 fake Vlads and the real Vlad, and then you have to pick the one. And do you marry for love or do you marry for power? And that's the way it's gonna go.
Yeah. Dictator on a beach.
And then all of their doubles. All of Saddam's doubles. Kim Jong-un. And if you get the right one, you're going to have quite a life.
Join in, ladies and gentlemen, for Warlord of Love.
Usually costs a couple grand to get him to do that. So you're at home. You got that for free. For free.
X on the Beach is back. New series coming soon. With Vladimir Putin and his double, Vlad. And his double, otherwise known as his triple. 3 Vladimirs on one beach. Who will go home? Who's going to The Hague? And who will find love in the Villa of War Crime? New series coming soon.
Yeah, it's whoever you hand the subpoena to.
It's just a pretty girl, the prettiest girl in St. Louis. Just in a ball gown. I've had the most amazing time with all you Vladimirs. How you hosted the Winter Olympics. And the Soccer World Cup. I think it's called World Cup. Amazing. But I have to say, coming up after the break. Come back after this. The Hyundai 5000. Dun, dun, dun. And we're back there. In that weirdly lit like a studio, but is in fact outside.
Yeah.
And there it is. Vladimir number 2. You are going on a date! Yay! Yeah!
Not me.
I'm not going to Hague!
No, it's going to be okay. Yeah. It's not illegal to be one of his body doubles, is it?
I have no idea. Is it illegal to have a body double gun? Are they illegal? Are you allowed to have a rep?
What?
No, sorry. I was just actually asking you about the gun.
I don't know.
Well, exactly. Well, like real guns are illegal.
I get you now. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm just saying that when he eventually ends up in The Hague, and they're picking off all of his Lavrov and all that. The body doubles they're not going to get in trouble. You're allowed to do that.
Maybe that's what Vladimir Putin's defense will be. He'll just sit there listening to all the shit for at least 6 months and eventually go, my name is Clive.
Yeah, guys are so sad.
I'm Clive Sabronsky. I'm
actually an actor from Los Angeles.
I support the strike, but at the same time, condos in Silver Lake are fucking expensive.
Yeah.
So I went to an agency.
Technically, this is not a production. This is a genocidal war, so I have not broken any union rules.
This is actually off Broadway. I think you find the south and east of Ukraine are very much off Broadway.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the point that we're making is, in conclusion, Vladimir Putin either die or go to The Hague. But that cuddly, shit-faced Vladimir double, old doppelganger, Davy Doppelganger.
And that's how I became the king of Russia.
And now you have this week's bumper sticker. It is that time of year, Glenn, in this part of the world, floods. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. It rains too much in the autumn stroke fall. I believe you called it the fall. Do you call it the fall?
I like the fall. I don't like autumn because I'm always wary of how it's spelled.
Oh, it's not an easy one.
No.
Same with banana. How many N's? How many A's? Hard to know. But the point being is, ladies and gentlemen, it's this time of year when it rains too much and we start having floods that the Eejits come out in force. What is it? What is it about floods that brings the Eejits to the absolute fore?
Maybe they spend most of their time in the basement.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
That's just serviceable theory, actually.
It is actually. It's the only time that are actually winkled to the surface.
Yeah, like a blueberry harvest.
What?
Well, I'll tell you, Andrew. That's how they harvest blueberries, and it used to be very expensive. That's why blueberries and cranberries price went right down, because they used to have to hand pick them. But some ingenuitive Canadian farmer realized that if you just flood the fields, the water pressure will it's enough to take the blueberry off of the sprig, and then you just cream them off the top of the water, and then you just let the water soak back in the field for next year.
Wow.
And that's right, yeah.
That is innovative. I had no idea we would start with hydro-agriculture. But I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
Because it's a counterpoint to these fucking Eejits. This week, there was a man in Newry in the north of Ireland, Northern Ireland, Ulster, 6 counties. I don't care what you want to call it. The point is, he was in County Down, and they had a flood there, and the canal flooded. Which, by the way, if you're not in a part of the world where they have canals, they're like a disgusting but straight river.
Yeah, it's like a paved river.
Yeah. It's like a river that nobody wants to walk hand in hand with their missus along.
No, it looks very murdery.
Or at very least, pooey.
Yeah.
Because that's the point. This canal flooded over, and this young man decided to take to the social media to show him swimming in the flood. Please, and honestly, I'm not here to judge. I don't judge you. Each and every goddamn one of you. You can do what the fuck you like, but don't swim in flood water.
No. It's never been suggested as like a cleansing.
No,
you need to baptize yourself in the
that's right.
The water that's touched everything in town.
Yeah, it's not like that thing where you put your manky old feet in and the little Turkish fish eat. It's not like one of those. Oh, that's a wacky therapy, but it's not like crystals. It's canal water.
Yeah.
It's where the poo is.
I know.
And not just people's poo.
All of the poo.
All the poos. They all gather. It's like the UN of the poo. That's what's in the flood water. Who's that floating past? That's the representation for Azerbaijan.
Oh, hello, sir.
Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Pooh. Yeah. Flood water. Here's the thing. When I looked into it, though, right? And the other thing, it's people, cars, driving into a flood.
I think they're just optimists.
Well, here's...
Well, look at the size of that shallow puddle. It's the whole town. I'll just drive through and it'll be fine.
Look at that. The low part of our town is gone and it's been replaced with an incredibly shallow puddle. Look at that church steeple inside that shallow puddle. This is something the British government did a survey of people trying to work out why people drive into floods all the time, because it's this time of year there's always footage of people in floods. 74% of people said they would risk it.
Yeah, I think that number's low.
Just yeah.
I think yeah. I've seen more people drive through. You'd have to say that 25% of the people on the road are all pulling over before those huge things, and they're not. Like you know, but me included, I've driven through some.
I bet you have.
Yeah,
I can see it in your eyes. Did you know how shallow a body of water has to be to make your car float?
No.
Have a guess how deep it would be. Go on, have a guess.
Have
a guess.
Foot.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Yes. It's 30 centimetres. So a school ruler, which I believe is 12 inches, is a foot.
Yeah.
Is enough to make your car float away.
Wow.
That's not a lot of water.
No. Be careful out there, kids.
That's right. To deal with this issue of the flood drivers, the great state of Arizona introduced a law, and I quote, is called the Arizona Stupid Motorist Law. That if you drive past a flood warning sign, don't go here, there might be floods. If you carry on driving and your car gets in trouble, you've got to pay.
All right.
Yeah.
I would say out of all the places for that to be, Arizona is the least problem. It's not not like Wigan or someplace. Gets one day of rain a year.
Yeah, and it's mostly steam. Yeah, I suppose somewhere called Arid Zone probably isn't. You're not expecting it.
Yeah. That was a cranky person who made that law.
Yeah.
Just get right down to the name of it. You just know. But
yeah. Judging is what they are.
Well, it's this whole thing with floods, and it's what I find odd about it is it's climate change. Like there's no question about it. Now some of it's building on floodplains, but it's climate change, ladies and gentlemen.
It's climate change and Eejits. That's where we're.
But this is what I'm saying about it. The weird thing I find is, especially in North America, like these evangelical Christians that are also climate change deniers, and it's like there's a big climate change right in your book that you believe. Like, did that one happen? Yeah, that one happened, but this one.
I'm sorry, Noah. I don't buy it. You can take 2 of every animal, I don't care, but I have done my own research, Noah. And as far as I can see, this is just in the natural cycle of things. Right? That's all that's happening. You can wind up 2 elephants. Why you got 2 elephants? I don't know.
Waste your time if you like.
Waste your time. By the way, your boat's only 42 cubits. It's not big enough.
Heckling Noah.
Where you going, buddy?
Yeah.
You been listening to those people on the coast again?
Climate change deniers from the Bible. That got edited out pretty quickly by the Roman Catholic Church.
Oh, we don't talk about those people. No, I have my own church. The Church of Arizona Stupid Motors Law Church. There's very much floods in there.
Yeah, big ones.
But I guess for those people, if you are like me, a fundamentalist Christian, I'm not scared of water because Jesus walks on it.
That's right. Jesus is going to be fine.
And
maybe that's why he didn't he didn't stress that as much as like protect the environment, because he knew this is going to be fine.
It's a cakewalk for me. Can I be honest with you? It's easy. It's okay. I just walk right across the top of it, and not a problem. What are you doing? Stop, get out, leave it, I'll deal with it. Whose car is this? I will take your car and move it out of the way. Don't worry. It's so hard. Blessed are the meek. I'll tell you who's not blessed. The hungry. Who's hungry? Who wants to wait? You hungry? Who's hungry?
His only problem is he could walk on water, but he can't get a drink out of it, because every time he tries to bring some with his hands out there. God damn it.
You're getting turned into wine.
And his greatest trick ever, Jesus turned the mighty flood into wine.
Again. Oh, man. Why?
Could Jesus drink a mighty flood of wine to save humanity?
Of course. Why not? I went for Mongolia. I went for crucifixion.
Yeah, he did it, but some of those miracles after he did it were pretty weird.
They sure were. I'm playing hide and seek, everyone.
Hope Jesus doesn't drink any more floods. He just gets odd.
Don't drink the flood water. Do not drink the flood water. Just don't get in it. It's not good. Flood's not good. That's the motto. If there's any lesson you take from this thriving podcast, is don't drink the flood water.
Stay out of the floods. Don't ride the avalanches.
Yeah. Mud is a killer.
Mud's a killer.
Mm-hmm. Do you have an Eejit for me?
I do. We are going to, just like the mainstream media, we're going to take up a large chunk of this show with sports.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah, I love sport. Now that's where the real Eejits are. There's grown men in shorts running around for my pleasure.
Yes, they are, and there are. It's full of them this week.
It sure is, and this is again, if you're wherever else in the world, this is a very special time of year here in the UK where we're recording this, because Remembrance Sunday's coming up.
Yes,
it's obviously a very serious event where we remember the fallen of all the Western armies who defended democracy and liberty.
Yep,
and how that is shown the due regard and respect that those fallen heroes deserve. Well, in Britain, each one of the mascots from a British football team gets out there on the pitch and lowers his head.
Yeah. To an extent. He lowers it as far as it can go without falling off, because if it did, it would expose the exact last person in the stadium that you'd want to be around children.
Yeah, but that's it. It is now that time of year. So all the clubs have a mascot, and the mascot goes out there and bows the mascot's head along with the players, where they all have the moment of silence.
Yeah,
a minute of silence, I should say. But Tranmere Rovers have gone one step further, and they actually have a puppy mascot.
Year round?
Don't know. I guess not. That would be odd.
Yeah.
that would imply that you have a certain political inclination.
Yeah, it'd be more like something that a grunge band would do. like their version, like Nirvana's version of Eddie.
Usually at that stage quite refined. Refined and into a small package. Dear God. Yes, so sport. So tell me, who is your sporting Egypt?
I found a massive Eejit. It was in the MLS, the Major League Soccer, the American version of soccer. There is a guy, a German fella named Kai Wagner. And he was playing, I can't remember who he plays for, but he was playing against the Philadelphia Union. And there's a guy on the Philadelphia Union named Bobby Woods. And that, I don't think you can get more of an American name than that.
Bobby Woods.
Hi, I'm Bobby Woods. How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah.
I'm 40% waffle.
That's right. And before you ask, no, a bear's never shitting me.
I honestly thought, do bears shit on waffles? Is that an expression?
You got to go to the right website, but you can see it. You can see it. It's behind a paywall. But so anyway,
can you get on with the shitting because this waffle's getting cold?
sorry,
Yes.
our waffle bear's constipated, so you can just have waffles, but it ain't gonna happen.
You can have waffles or you can have a grumpy bear, but you can't have a really short-tempered bear right now.
Oh yeah, he's touchy.
He is really real antsy.
Yeah, don't bring nothing up. So Kai Wagner, German man, playing against Bobby Woods, an American man, and Bobby is also half Japanese, half African American.
Right.
The game's getting tense. It's the playoffs. It's the end of the game. Something's happened. Kai Wagner, in his mother tongue, allegedly calls Bobby a racial slur, a German racial slur for Asian people.
I see.
Which you would probably have got away with had Bobby Woods not played in Germany for 10 years.
Scheisengruben! Fumfelstumpfen! That's how I got caught.
Yeah, just I mean, I there's no footage of it, but I could just imagine he's saying this little thing, and then Bobby Wood's like, "Excuse me, what did you just say?" Oh.
Was hast du gesagt? Oh, Scheiße! Ich habe von 5 geklumpft.
Yeah, Kai Wagner has just stolen the head off Cyril the Swan. He's now purporting to be a mascot. He's trying which would be even worse because he's German. Get out of there.
Get out of that mascot.
Yeah. You're not allowed to wear the poppy, Kai. You think we know why.
I'm on intergenerational shame, man.
Yeah.
That's what we call the mascot in our club. Intergenerational shame, man. He doesn't wear a costume. He just
stands in the corner with his back to us.
Sorry about everything.
Shut up, shame boy. And
I make good cars.
Well, then make one. Go make one and shame. I think that's where the extra magic in German cars is. It sure is. It's everything's tightened and inspected like they've done their souls.
Hopefully that makes things better.
I don't want to say yes because you've been a very bad boy, but it is
really good.
It's good.
really well done.
Yeah, in a rainstorm, Jesus Christ, we
did a good job there.
Yeah, and I think too, like Kai Wagner. First of all, he's got to be squeaky clean. If your last name's Wagner, you got to be squeaky clean. It's like white South Africans. You're allowed to exist and be but you can't say anything even close to racist.
No.
You can't. It just you're out. You're out of the racist game. Mm-hmm. And Kai Wagner should have known better, and did not. And now it looks, and this is a lesson to all the children out there. He's one of the best players on the team and in the league, and he's been pouting the whole year because he's not being paid as much as he believes he should be. he's not going to get that race. I'm going to put it out there. He's probably not going to play for that team next year. I mean, there was talk for him to come back to Europe, but that baggage is going to follow him. Like, why were you saying,
Well, the point is, Kai, learn your lessons.
Yeah.
Go away and make me a wonderful Audi.
And learn some Albanian racial slurs. I mean, what are the chances?
Yeah, maybe just don't drop racial slurs.
That's the other idea.
Well,
There's
too many fucking clowns out there. Well, there you go. Go look, learn, go forth now, Kai.
Yeah.
I was going to say Kai Humphrey. Go forth, Kai Wagner, on your learning journey.
Yeah. Write an opera.
And make it short this time, for fuck's sake. 17
And
hours.
not secretly about the Jews. Don't do that one. Stay away from operas.
That's all getting edited out. We're not talking about any of that.
Yeah.
So, well, let me take you to an uplifting place of sport.
I would love that.
Well, here it is. During the Rugby World Cup, when Ireland played Scotland in Paris,
Dear Lord.
in Stade du Français,
Yeah.
the largest stadium in France.
There's a lot of smelly fat guys there, I'll tell you that much.
Rude. 80,000. Just because it's true doesn't mean you have to say it, Mr. Glenn. It was an 80,000 seat stadium. During that game between Ireland and Scotland in the Rugby World Cup, we, collectively, the Irish and Scottish, banded together to break the pint drinking record in the stadium.
Whoa!
We, our two small outlying Celtic nations, between the two of us, drank 137,000 pints in the game, breaking the previous record held of 90,000 pints drank by Metallica.
They're fans, actually.
Yeah. The band ain't what they used to be.
No.
But still, but I thought, like, at first I was like, yeah, that's pretty impressive. When you think about it, if there's 80,000 people in the stadium, it's not even 2 pints each.
No,
It's still pretty pathetic. And it makes the Metallica concert hours, like, it's basically 1 pint each, and near the end of the concert, one of the couple turned to the other and went, hey, can I get you all right to drive? It's just, exit light! Yeah, can would you mind driving?
Yeah.
Love, so I can have a second.
Yeah.
It's not that impressive.
No.
But the French were very impressed.
I would like. I mean, I think in a nutshell, it is an impressive number because not everybody drinks. But I would like to see the statistics on who drank the most of the pints.
This guy knows how to stir shit.
Yeah. How many? What's the over under on that? Do you think? How many?
Oh, I reckon it depends what the pint was as well. It'll probably be some crappy old French pint.
Yeah, and the pint glasses aren't always pints. They just call them pint glasses, but they're.
God, there's some cruelty in this world.
I know.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
It's not a pint. It was half a litre.
In Australia, too, they serve low alcohol beer at the cricket, which makes sense because it lasts 9 days. And then they switch sides and it lasts another 9 days.
It really does. When one of those low alcohol pints, it'll take you 9 days to drink it. I mean, it is crap. I'm getting nothing out of this.
Well, I think what we can discern from that is that the Christian nations of Scotland and Ireland both drank a flood.
Yes, we sure did. A flood of mediocre French lager. They must have been there going, I can't believe it. Nobody really actually usually drinks this shit.
Yeah. And then in the miracle, they turned it into a river of piss.
Sure
My
did.
God.
There's two river stains now. There's the one where people walk along and the other one, I believe that's the internal organs of the Irish and Scottish. Very similar, but ours pish smells a wee bit of biscuits. Just a wee bit.
That's the diabetes.
That is all eating the biscuits.
Yeah. Don't put your love lock over the bridge of that river of piss.
No. It's your love will fucking go to nothing. Over the Scottish river of fucking love piss. Move away, Jean-Claude. This is nowhere you want to take your lovely paramour. We have £137,000
Can you
coming at you. Coming at
like
you.
the
Run!
like the yellow shining?
The yellow shining.
Yeah, how would you accommodate that? Like, yeah, could you aim 130,000 people at you, like, and then just all like fire
All at once. Just a liquid Braveheart.
Yeah. Hold.
I can't, I'm 72. I've already started. Just a wee bit, you know. Hold on to your prostates. Hold it. Until you see the whites of their eyes. Fire! Oh, no, I can't go. I'll just you start. I'll do a wee bit of breathing.
Don't look at me. Just stop looking at me.
Can I just get a wee bit of cold air on it? Well, I'm glad we impressed the French
Yeah.
with our skill set.
Yeah, I thought that was a wonderful salute and not shocking at all when I heard of it.
No. Metallica must be absolutely screwing now.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's the sad thing about the rock bands now, like the really old ones, because none of us can do. We can't drink like we used to. We can't take the drugs to make us drink even more like we used to. The only drugs we take lower our blood pressure.
Now, we have more sporting Eejits.
Ah,
We've got a cornucopia of them this week.
Yeah, you told me about this guy. Is he Norwegian? He's got a Norwegian name.
Jesus. You know what? You're a man of surprises. I didn't know you'd be able to spot a Norwegian name.
I spent many, many good times in Norway.
So have I.
Well, and that's why we were able to do this in tandem.
Yes, exactly. So this is... We all know that football brings out the passions in people.
Yeah.
This is an astonishing... But there is two teams in the greater Oslo area who are arch rivals in the world of Norwegian football. There's Vålerenga, and there's Lillestrøm.
I think both of these guys have fought James Bond.
And Mr. Bond, welcome. I'm the Norwegian super villain.
Okay. Could you just start the laser, please? Just cut my nuts off with the laser.
I'll be honest with you, there's back at my hotel, there's a big pair of tats waiting for me. Is there any chance you could speed up my attempted murder? I'm talking as fast as a Norwegian man. I am going full helter-skelter. Like I said, she's got a couple of drinks in her. If you get sober, I'll have to buy her dinner. So if you can, chop chop. Okay, well, let's get out the henchman or?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Well, how about just keep me in the bollocks and I'll be on my way. So these are two. So this is an incredibly well-run, peaceful place. It's not where you expect the passion. I don't know what the fuck how they went from being marauding Vikings to litter pickers that they are today.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, this isn't the level of. So there's the two teams. The manager, right, left one of the arch rivals and went to the other, and his name is Gerbecke. Gerbecke. Would you say that's how you pronounce it?
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Gerbecke. He moves to the rival team, and the first time the two of them play each other, the team that he spurned, that he left, put a giant, colossal banner. It's the biggest banner I've ever seen in a football stadium of him hanging on a noose, right, being lynched with his face and with the word Judas across his forehead, hanging onto a bag of money with the dollar sign on it. But the real extra twist, this isn't just Judas, who, of course, Judas the Iscariot, one of the 12 disciples who betrayed Jesus for 40 pieces of silver. Right, but
in today's money.
Oh, it's totally worth it. But on top of that, he's depicted as a beaver.
Well, I saw the picture and
or is it a skunk? Or?
No, I think it's a possum. You look at that tail, it seems to be a possum's tail, but he has beaver teeth. And the weird thing, possums do tend to look like humans. Like, they've got really weird heads. They have human faces.
But is it, what kind of, I'm fascinated about is, did they have a meeting where they're going, I'm super angry that he's left the club to go to a trifles club. And all the other guys in the meeting were like, okay, slow down. You're going...
Did anybody understand?
They're going a mile a minute.
Get the hold of yourself.
You're jabbering. Jabber. It's so hard to actually pick up on what you're saying. They had a meeting. What's that mean? He's a Judas, is what he is. Yeah. He's a Judas. We should depict him as Judas. I think we should depict him as a scavenging mammal. Which
in like a small banner or
no, we have the money. We're quite a wealthy country. We can have a big banner.
Spend some of that oil money.
Fucking so crazy. It's such a weird. What animal is it?
It's not clear, and it's a weird way for Norway to sort of join the football hooligan world.
Yeah, right.
You know, there hasn't been a problem before, and now this is their big splash without actually, doing any violence or.
Yeah, no, they do violence. They do the violence. But the violence isn't against humans. In a previous clash between the two clubs, there used to be a legendary player of, I think it's Lillestrøm, called Tom Lund. And there's a statue of him outside their stadium. And the other team beheaded his statue. It's like they don't know. It's like Norwegians have no idea how to do violence anymore. It's like, what the fuck? Did you just get it all out your system 14 centuries ago? I'm really angry. I'm going to behead a man. Olaf, the man? It's illegal. Right, the depiction of a man.
Yeah. It would be easy to catch the British hooligans that did that because they'd be totally wearing the head at the game.
Yeah. If you take your turns, who can shove this head up our asses? Somebody film me on TikTok. I'm going to stick out my arse. What is it about an Englishman's arsehole and a banger? God, they love sticking fireworks up their arse.
Yeah.
Where did
Tough
that
to
start?
say. When's it going to end?
Thank you. That is the issue right now. Where once we used to worry about dogs feeling scared around bonfire night, fireworks displays. It's, oh, no.
Please.
It used to be Gary's dog. Now it's Gary's asshole.
Think of Gary's asshole, please.
Please.
It's frightened. It's puckered up. It's getting close to Guy Fawkes night. All the hooligans' asses are concerned.
Please, if you are going out this Halloween or Guy Fawkes, please keep your bum holes inside. Make sure your bum holes are safe and feel comfortable. Feed them earlier in the day. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Really weird. We'll have to stick the picture up. I'm not doing vocal justice to how odd this banner really is.
Yeah. And if you want to see it, tune in on YouTube because that's where you'll be.
That's where the visual version of this podcast is, or just Google it yourself. Fucking bonkers.
It's up to you.
Bonkers. We have, I believe, one more sporting story.
Yes, we do.
Would you like to take the lead on this one, Mr. Glenn?
Why not? There's a K-pop band of some description. I'm not sure what they're called, but something probably.
Oh, they're called Stay C.
Stay C.
Stay C.
I get it. I think I get it.
I get it enough.
Yeah.
I don't think, as a 49-year-old Irishman, I'm meant to get K-pop.
No, it's a big red flag. Big. What are you doing here? I just love the music. I just love it when...
If Dad's T-shirts start getting tighter and shorter. if I get a belly ring, it's time that I need to stop listening to K-pop.
Well, there was a K-pop band and they were doing a show in Texas, and they decided to ingratiate themselves with the crowd by wearing Texas Rangers
the baseball
uniforms. Team. Yeah, but then didn't. I think maybe they ordered them off of Amazon or what have you, but they ended up in Gascoigne era Glasgow Rangers. But
so great.
But they were cut to be all sexy. Thank God Gaza never wore one of these.
Oh no,
it would be a different sort of game.
This would be a fucking, honestly, the shape of Ali McCoy's now.
Oh my God! I think a regular shirt would look like that.
It would look like a fucking bib on Ali McCoy's. If Ali McCoy's was to put this on again, it would look like he was eating a lobster.
There's been a fair few bibs on Ali McCoy since he fit into one of those jerseys.
If you ever want to know who drank all those pints, McCoy's, I'll tell you, he put a shift in.
Yeah. Little did we know he was such a rugby fan.
Apparently everybody was baffled.
Everybody's baffled, but now the Rangers fans, they want them to play the K-pop because they're like, hey, they're in, they're us. And I just feel sorry for Celtic, who's now going to have to start following a North Korean marching band or something. I have to listen to North Korean military music just because the Rangers got K-pop, so you can't.
You know how it is. Everybody was baffled. Vintage era.
Oh, yeah, I don't know where you'd even get those. Nobody's making them anymore, are they? They'd have to have gone to a sports bar, some Scottish sports bar
and smashed all the glasses. Released the jerseys. Well, they looked very nice in them anyway. They certainly look better than Ali McCoyston and Paul Gascoigne did in their day.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of the last time footballers were clearly drunk sometimes. Like not in the big games, but you could see
Midweek.
like yeah,
Midweek games.
some of those League Cup games obviously drunk. And trying to get corners so they could get off and have a little.
Just
Gascoigne's going to take the corner. He's in the crowd. What's he doing?
What's he doing there? He's really hugging a fella. They maybe that's where the heading. Did you know Scotland invented the heading of the ball?
I can believe that totally.
It's true.
Sorry, I thought it was another man's head.
That's it.
That's what I was trying to.
That's it. Now, genuinely, England invented football. And they went, well, here's the rules. You can't use your hands. It's football. You use your feet. Football. Just your feet. Not your arms. Anything from here. No. Is there any way I can use my fucking head? For what exactly? You know what I mean? Like, violence. Can I bring my face into the violence? Great country. Only country in the world that'll fight you with their own face.
Yeah.
You got to give it to them. Nobody else thought of that. Nobody ever else.
Oh, people thought of it, but they were just like, I mean, it works for goats, but they have horns.
That's true.
You know?
That's true. That's true. No, Scottish, man. Hornless. Doesn't stop us, though. Getting in there, living like goats. Football and goats. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, there you go. That's sport. And what a wonderful world it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now then, I would like to take you, Mr. Glenn, to the world of fun guys.
I see what you're doing.
Do you?
I think so.
We're talking about mushrooms, baby.
Yeah. 'Tis the season.
'Tis indeed the season. When men who usually work in the vape shop are to be found on the golf course at sunset.
Mind if I play through?
Don't mind me and my neck tattoo.
Yes.
There's a pilot flying on the west coast of America.
Yeah.
He was in what's called a jump seat. So
he wasn't flying.
No. He
no.
was an off-duty pilot. And there's a little flip-down seat in the cockpit of most planes that they'll let another pilot sit up there because, even post 9/11, it's considered safe to let another pilot in there. And boy, oh boy, did he flip the script on that shit. Normal plane, everything's normal, normal. Pilot, co-pilot, other pilot, not worky pilot. Other pilot, not worky flip-down seat pilot, apropos of nothing, decided to try and crash the plane and start fucking pulling levers and shit.
Yeah, he tried to turn on the fire extinguishers in the engines, and the altitude that he was doing it in would have crashed the plane. Apparently, if they get up high enough, they're okay. But it wasn't a guy that just started flicking. No, this was an absolute attempt. He knew the altitude. He knew what to do. He announced it with, "I don't feel so good."
Oopity doop doop doo. Here comes stupid. Hello, everybody. Captain Stupid's here. Yeah. So he tried to crash the plane. They fought him.
Yeah.
God, and do you know that's a better story I'd absolutely love to see. Not the actual violence, but just the fight and talk between pilots. It's 20,000 feet. Are you looking at me?
If you're looking over your left shoulder, you'll see me looking back at you.
Ready to punch you right in the chin. Today you are going to be in the company of Susan and George. My two favorite companions. My fists. They wrestle him. They manage to wrestle him. They subdue him.
Yeah.
In all fairness to him, he goes, "Oh, sorry about all that. You better handcuff me. You better cuff me.
Yeah.
You better cuff me."
Which is code for cuff him.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so they cuffed him, stuck him at the back of the plane.
Yeah.
And then he tries it again.
He tries to open the emergency door.
Presumably either with his pecker or teeth this time. Like, either way. I mean, I tell you, I'm not exactly stable right now. Yeah, and it turns out they landed. And he's claimed that he had taken 48 hours beforehand. He'd taken a load of magic mushrooms.
Oh, 48-hour mushrooms. Those ones that don't exist.
Yeah, yes. Those ones. And that he'd been awake for the previous 40 hours.
So he took mushrooms, fell asleep for 8 hours, and then woke up in a uncontrollable mushroom high for 40 hours.
And then got on a plane.
The only part I believe that in that story is that he was on mushrooms. I think possibly before the plane landed, and what a come down that's gotta be. Because he sort of had like an energy of like, it's okay, I'm all right. I didn't look. I'm on the ground. No, you can uncuff me. It's okay. And they're like, well, we also are going to charge you with 83 counts of attempted murder. I was on mushrooms. I couldn't sleep.
Oh man, I'm really tripping. I feel like I'm in a room with 3 prosecutors.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that guy's dressed in blue and I think he's a cop. He is. Yeah. He is. You're not tripping.
No.
That's all happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
That bald guy with whiskey breath, he's your public defender. He's real.
His comb over keeps flopping down every time. He's like, so what's your name? I got a file on it here somewhere. Hold on.
Let me just drink some of my coffee.
Yeah, big sweet coffee. Yeah.
Ooh, we got a case here. Boy, stick with me, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get you off. I'm gonna make you a millionaire.
Yeah. Just find your file in here. You know what your name is, right? You'd see it. If you saw it on a piece of paper, you'd pick it out, right?
You can pick out. You can pick out your name.
Yeah, you're a smart guy.
I need to put a little X here. You're safe. You're safe as houses.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
He's about to have a very bad rest of his life. I don't think there's no coming back from that. And then on the news, they're like, yeah, no, they've now revoked his pilot's license. His pilot's license.
It's so hard to get a pirate's license these days as well. It's a closed shop, you know.
Yeah. It's the it's not so much the practical, it's the theory that's really hard. They can't decide on it. But yeah, they're like, yeah, he probably's not going to fly again, and he passed all of his medical tests before. We'll get new tests then.
I think you need to test harder. The guy's got his pupils the size of saucers.
Have you ever told ridiculous lies about magic mushrooms before? Okay, yes, I have. Okay, we're going to have to look a little deeper into this one. He
said that he thought he was asleep, and by pulling the handles in the cockpit, he was going to wake up.
Okay.
Oh.
That's not...
You did not take them 48 hours ago, buddy. You took them in 48 minutes ago. That is not what you did.
And you've been topping up ever since because you didn't... I think you weren't feeling them, and then you took some more.
Yes. You're not safe to be in a volunteer tent at a music festival. You need to lie down and hold on to every patch of grass you can, because you're going to be spinning for a long time.
But why, like, I mean, pilots are paid really well. Why do they need to, like, stow away like Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic?
Yeah, why don't you just sit in a normal seat
And buy a ticket, or like just have a ticket. You can let them fly for free. That's fine. But this little the pull out chair on the tube that no one wants to sit in. You want to fly 5 hours in that thing?
Yeah, in a weird flip down chair. Yeah. It's always by the toilet on a train. Like, live a little.
Yeah,
treat yourself. It doesn't seem like it was a full flight either.
No, well, if he had a place to sit when they took him out of the gun, they managed to wrestle him out of the cockpit like a rat. There obviously was a place for him to sit somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah, in the brig.
Oh yeah,
every plane should have a brig, in my opinion.
Every Ryanair plane should have a brig.
It's a flying prison. Most Ryanair planes.
Think of the whole thing as a brig.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I think so too.
Well, I wish him all the very best. You've made a terrible error of judgment, but on behalf of myself and Glenn, two men that have never made a mistake.
Never.
We wish you all the very best, buddy.
Yeah. And
it's going to be a weird one in prison. Nobody else will be in there for shrooms.
Yeah. And the good news is you can't get mushrooms in prison. Because that's not really a prison drug. I wouldn't imagine there's a big mushroom scene. But the good news about that is it's not your drug.
It's not for you, dude. You should have stayed with the Camparis.
Yeah.
Or let's just have sober Here's for sober pilots.
You know what? It's time. It's time for sober pilots.
It's time for you fucking fly boys to fly straight.
Yeah.
No more drugs and booze for you pilots.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a celebration of Eejits we had for you this day. We wish you all the very best on your learning journeys.
Yes, I've been Glenn Wall.
And I've been Andrew Maxwell.
And we both wish you all of the luck in the world.
We most certainly do. It has been a Pod People production.
Pod People production.
Shall we have a quick shuffle?
Let's shuffle these.